Hello, class family. It's me, Professor Boveda. Hopefully, everyone is doing well. Um, Here's my agenda. I'm going to put it down so I can see it. And also, you will find it written out in the description of this video. So, first things first, make sure to follow your syllabus. Once again, make sure to follow your syllabus. You have I have sent you a syllabus, a copy of your revised syllabus, and with a description of all the assignments. All of you should have it. There's one student who has not posted discussion posts in weeks. Not sure what the issue is, but recently there was an assignment that was due, and some of you indicated that the description of the assignment differed from what the description of the syllabus was. And that is a technical issue. That is something that I can't, like the Dropbox description of assignments, that's not something I can change. I have to rely on the course designer, and that could take a while for them to change. So if there's ever a discrepancy between a description that you find in the Dropbox or in the assignment or in the module and what you find in the actual syllabus, go with the syllabus. All right, go with the syllabus. So that's point number one. Number two, review the Tuesday weekly announcements emails. All right, every week I send weekly announcements. Weekly announcement is, and the title is weekly announcement week 9, week 10, week 11. All right, and in those emails I give a lot of information. I also, on those Friday video emails, the ones like this one that I'm sending tonight, where I say, okay, the video's up. Sometimes I share documents that you will need for assignments. So review those, keep track of those, because a lot of information is shared via those emails. Module 6 will focus on assessment, which is kind of helpful for you, for those of you who are working on your individual book reports. um, there's a section where you talk about where it asks you to assess students, and just keep in mind all of those strategies for assessment. Something I need you to remember: when you have accommodations for assessment of students with disabilities, you include it in the IEP, and something that you keep in mind. And many of you have shared different types of accommodations that you can use. For example, using extended time, using highlighters, using calculators or read alouds or things like that. Whatever you use for high stakes assessments like end of the year exams or FSA or SATs, you also should be using throughout the year. There is a comment, and because Module 6 asks you to write not only what you read in the readings, write about what you read in the readings, but also what you see in the field. And right about now, there's a lot of schools who are doing assessments. And so I could imagine that you're seeing how they accommodate for students with disabilities. So you're seeing how some of the students may get extended time, or they get the math read to them, or they are tested in a separate room, etc., etc. However, if those types of assessments have not been used throughout the year, then somebody has not been doing the accommodations and applying the skills or the um, expectations of the IEP effectively. Okay, so just keep that in mind in your own practice when you become a teacher, that whatever accommodation is there for students for FSAs or whatever it is should not only be implemented for high stakes tests, it should be implemented for every assessment. All right, so that's module 6, focus on assessments. All right, concerning upcoming presentations, I want to clarify something. In the last video, I was specific. I think I was specific. Maybe you didn't watch the last video, but I needed you to let me know this week what book you were presenting on, and also to let me know um, when your group would like to present. So thank you to all of you who have sent me that information. There was a little bit of confusion. Some people believed that you were going to present as a group. You're not presenting as a group. No. Each of you is creating your own book report. In the document that I sent, I believe it was last Friday, or maybe it was the Friday before that. I'm getting my weeks blurred, but in that weekly video where I sent a document that includes the rubric and included a lesson plan format, you will need to submit those to me. Send me an email. A lesson plan format, it could be the one that I sent you. Just fill in the information, or it could be a total different lesson plan. However, it still needs to have the information that is in the form that I sent you. All right, what do you need that for? Are you actually going to do a whole lesson? No, you're not. However, you're going to talk about in your presentation, in your group presentation, you're going to speak about what you would do in order to teach about that particular book in a subject. And it has to be age appropriate, grade level appropriate. It has to be clear what your expectations are. That's why I will want your lesson plan. I want it to be full. I want you to make sure that you consider cultural diversity as well as disabilities and accommodations and different strategies to teach about whatever topic you may teach. Now, you may have a math lesson and use a textbook that features a student who happens to be orthopedically impaired, that is, only needs a wheelchair. It's not like they have a cognitive problem. And when I say only, what I mean is it's not that the lesson plan that you're doing necessarily is about orthopedic impairment or a child who's in a wheelchair, but the lesson plan will be a math lesson that just so happens to feature a character, a book that includes a character, a book that includes a character who has a disability. Or you can choose to do a whole lesson on disabilities, or you can do a lesson on reading. You know, it's up to you. This is an opportunity for you to be creative. This is an opportunity for you to engage in texts that deal with or who feature characters, whether it's a natural format and it's not like a central part of this plot or the central theme of a story, or whether it is a central theme of a story, the fact that the character has a disability. But I want you to build a repertoire of books, understanding to look for books that have these characters. So that's another comment that I have. Okay, remember, we're all the way down here. This is a quick video. Um, Field hours. Do not forget your field hours. Somebody, I'm not sure who it was because I didn't even check it. Someone submitted their task stream already. Do not submit your task stream until I check it and until I authorize it. All right. I'm glad you're eager. I'm glad you're on top. I'm glad that you purchased your task stream account. That's wonderful. But until I verify and I give you the okay, don't upload anything. But do your field hours. You need to have at least 5 separate visits. You need to make sure that you complete your task stream assignment. If you do not complete your task stream assignment, guess what? You cannot pass this class. Not my rule. That's by the state, and that's FIU. It's not even Professor Boveda, Mildred Boveda's rule. Okay? I am responsible for making sure that you do things in order to meet Florida licensure requirements, and one of those things is to make sure that you do your field hours and that you fulfill your task stream assignment. You can't do it if you don't do your field hours, and therefore you can't pass this course. Finally, feel free to call me or text me if you have any questions. Some of you have forgotten that I'm available to you in that way, or if you would like to schedule a meeting with me. Okay, true confession, my life has gotten extremely busy. However, I am here for you. My job is to keep you safe. Your job is to help keep it that way. Therefore, if there's any kind of confusion, anything that's stressing you out, anything that's not clear, feel free to reach out and I'll do my best to answer your questions and to resolve whatever anxiety or confusion you may have. You don't have to suffer in silence. I'm here for you. Now, I was very sick the beginning of the semester, so you guys got, and that's unusual for me to be that sick. Nevertheless, even though I was sick, I was still here for you. So after spring break, I'm still here for you. No matter how busy I get, I'm here for you. So reach out if you have any questions, any concerns, any doubts. Pay attention to your points. Every point in this class is a big deal. That's why any extra credit opportunity You should take advantage of it. All right. Look, just as a reminder, go back to your syllabus. Look at the grading scores scale. Look at the grading scale. Okay. And look at how many points and how many more points you need in order to achieve whatever grade you would like to get. Are you on track? All the information's on the grade book. By the way, all of your grades, anything that you've submitted, has been put on gradebook. So if you have any questions, any doubts, any fears, just ask me, and I will answer anything that you have, any discrepancies that we may have in terms of the grade I gave you and what you thought you had in this course. So that with that information, I'm wrapping up this video. Again, I'm here for you if you need me. Call me, um, text me, email me. I'm here. And also make sure that you and your group know what days you're going to meet. Oh, if you are going to do a video with your, if you prefer not to present and you just want to send a video, you still have to be part of the group meeting, because part of the requirement of, if you look at the rubric, is that you'll answer questions about your presentation. So even if you do it live, like a live video in Google Hangout, or a live stream in Google Hangout presentation, or if you send a video, we need to ask you questions, and you need to be ready to answer my questions, and your classmates' questions. So make sure that you give us plenty of time to view the video. All right, my friends, good night or good morning whenever you watch this. And wishing you well. Stay in contact. Remember, flexibility is part of the benefits of this online format. However, you have to stay engaged. You have a wonderful week, and I look forward to meeting with you in a couple of days. All right? Bye bye.